Hello and welcome to Talk Sara. Today we are going to talk about yesterday in a simple and friendly way.
Hi, everyone. Yesterday is a very common topic because we often talk about things that already happened.
Yes, and when we talk about yesterday, we use past tense verbs. For example, go becomes went and eat becomes ate.
Some students feel nervous about irregular verbs, but you do not need to stress too much at the beginning.
The first thing I think about is morning, afternoon, and evening. So I will talk about my yesterday step by step.
Good idea. It helps our listeners understand the timeline of your day. It makes the story clear.
Yesterday morning, I woke up around 7. I felt a little sleepy. Maybe I needed more sleep.
I woke up around 8 because I watched a long video the night before and slept a bit late.
After I woke up, I went to the kitchen and made a cup of tea. Tea always helps me start my day.
Yesterday, I made coffee. I wanted strong coffee because I needed energy for my tasks.
I washed my face, got dressed, and prepared a light breakfast with bread and cheese. Very simple, but tasty.
My breakfast was even more simple. I had a banana and some yogurt. I was not very hungry yesterday.
I checked my phone and read a message from my sister. Then I replied and asked about her weekend.
I checked my email because I needed to finish small work. I answered 2 emails and felt relaxed.
In the afternoon, I decided to take a short walk near my building. The air felt fresh and cool.
I stayed inside. I was a little lazy yesterday morning, so I just listened to music and relaxed.
After my walk, I sat at my desk and planned my afternoon. I wrote a small list of things I wanted to do.
That is smart. When I write a list, I feel more ready for the day and I do not forget things.
My plan was simple. I wanted to study English, clean my room, and call my mother in the evening.
My plan was to read a book, watch a documentary, and maybe do a little exercise after lunch.
Around midday, I felt hungry, so I cooked rice and vegetables. It was healthy and easy to make.
I visited a small restaurant near my home. I ordered chicken with salad. It was very delicious.
After lunch, I studied English for almost 2 hours. I watched videos and repeated short sentences.
I read a science book. It talked about the universe and planets. I love space topics so much.
Yesterday afternoon, I cleaned my room, washed the floor, and organized my desk. It felt very good.
I did not clean yesterday. I just watched a travel documentary and imagined a future trip.
In the evening, I called my mother. We talked about our family and some small plans for next month.
I called my friend online. We talked about movies and recommended films to each other.
So my yesterday was simple. I woke up, had tea, studied, cleaned, and talked with my mother at night.
And my yesterday was relaxing. I woke up late, had coffee, read a book, watched a documentary, and talked online.
When you talk about yesterday, you can use short sentences like, yesterday I studied, or yesterday I cooked.
You can also add time words. For example, in the morning, I cleaned. In the afternoon, I studied. Or at night, I rested.
Many students worry about irregular verbs, but it is totally fine to learn them slowly, step by step.
Yes, nobody learns all irregular verbs in one day. Even native speakers forget sometimes.
The key is practice. Listen, repeat, and speak a little every day. Your English will grow naturally.
Soon, we will talk more about past tense forms and show you very easy examples you can copy.
And in the next part, we will continue with more explanations and useful patterns for daily English.
So let us move to part 2 and keep learning about yesterday in a simple and friendly way.
So let us continue with our topic and look at past tense verbs in a simple way.
Many learners ask how regular verbs become past verbs. The answer is usually very easy.
Most regular verbs only add ed. For example, work becomes worked, and clean becomes cleaned.
Sometimes the spelling changes a little. For example, study becomes studied. English loves surprises.
But if a verb already ends with E, we only add D. For example, dance becomes danced. Very easy.
Most verbs follow these rules, but some verbs are irregular and they do not follow a normal rule.
Yes, irregular verbs change in special ways. For example, go becomes went, and eat becomes ate.
Another irregular verb is drink. Yesterday we say drink, not drink it.
Another example is have. Yesterday I say I had breakfast, so we change have to had.
And see becomes saw. Yesterday I say I saw my friend, not I seated my friend.
Students sometimes add ed to every verb, but that creates funny sentences, so do not worry, just learn slowly.
A great idea is to make a small list with the most common irregular verbs you need in your daily life.
For example, write go, eat, see, have, buy, meet, say, and sit. These verbs appear every day.
Then write the past forms next to them. Read the list many times and make short examples for each verb.
Also, listen to English stories and notice how speakers say past verbs. Listening helps your brain remember.
For example, think about your yesterday and say, yesterday I woke up, or yesterday I ate dinner.
After you speak about actions, you can add feelings too. For example, yesterday I felt tired.
Feelings help your story sound more natural and interesting. People like hearing feelings in a story.
You can also add time words like in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening.
For example, in the morning I studied, in the afternoon I cleaned, and in the evening I relaxed.
Some learners forget to use past verbs when they talk fast. It is normal, so please stay relaxed.
Yes, even very good students sometimes say the present tense by accident. It happens to all of us.
A simple exercise is to look at your calendar and speak 1 or 2 sentences about each day.
For example, on Monday I cleaned. On Tuesday I visited, and on Wednesday I studied.
This habit trains your brain to use past tense forms naturally without thinking too much.
Another method is to write short sentences every night about your yesterday. It builds a useful habit.
For example, yesterday I woke up early. Yesterday I studied English. Or yesterday I watched TV.
Try to keep the sentences short at first. Later, you can make longer sentences with more details.
And, if possible, ask someone to check your sentences, or just read them out loud to yourself.
Reading out loud helps pronunciation, and it also helps your brain remember verb forms naturally.
So please practice speaking, listening, and writing. These 3 skills grow together naturally.
Now, let us give many short examples so listeners can repeat slowly and learn step by step.
Yesterday, I woke up early.
Yesterday, I drank tea with my sister.
Yesterday, I watched a short video online.
Yesterday, I cleaned my room and felt very proud.
Yesterday, I cooked soup and enjoyed the taste a lot.
Yesterday, I listened to music while I washed dishes.
Yesterday, I talked with my friend and learned new things.
Yesterday, I walked to the store and bought fruit and milk.
Yesterday, I wrote a short message to my teacher and thanked her.
Yesterday, I felt relaxed after I finished my work.
These small sentences are very useful for beginners because they're easy to copy and use.
Do not worry about mistakes. The important part is practice and enjoying your learning journey.
Now we will move to a short reading in the next part, and then we will talk about common questions.
We will also share more examples with feelings and time words so you can speak with more detail.
So let us continue in part 3 and keep learning about yesterday step by step.
Let us continue with a short reading about yesterday. Please listen slowly and repeat some words if you want.
Yesterday morning, I woke up early. I had breakfast with my family, and then I drove to my workplace.
Yesterday afternoon, I studied English at home. I watched videos, listened to audio, and repeated short sentences.
Yesterday evening, I cooked dinner with my sister. We made pasta and then watched a movie together.
That short story used past verbs like woke, had, drove, studied, and watched. Try to notice each form.
When you listen to simple stories, your brain learns patterns without much stress.
You can also try to tell your own short story. Even 2 sentences are okay in the beginning.
For example, yesterday I cleaned my room, or yesterday I played games with my cousin.
Now let us practice useful questions you can ask about yesterday. They are very simple and easy.
The first question is, what did you do yesterday? Try to answer with one short action.
Another question is, where did you go yesterday? You can say, I went to the park.
Another useful question is, who did you meet yesterday? And you can answer very simply.
For example, I met my friend, or I met my neighbor, or I met my cousin at the store.
You can ask, how did you feel yesterday? And answer with one word like tired or excited.
You can also ask, what time did you wake up yesterday? And answer with a simple time.
When someone answers, you can respond, really? Or did you enjoy it? Or that sounds nice.
These small reactions help your conversation continue, and they show interest in the other person.
Now we will answer the questions one by one so you can hear more examples with easy words.
What did you do yesterday, Mike?
Yesterday, I visited my friend and talked about our plans for the weekend. We laughed a lot.
Where did you go yesterday, Mike?
I went to a small cafe near my house. I ordered tea and a cookie. The cookie was huge.
Who did you meet yesterday, Mike?
I met my old classmate. We remembered funny school stories and laughed many times.
How did you feel yesterday, Mike?
I felt relaxed and happy because my friend shared good news about his new job.
Now I will answer the same questions too, so our listeners can listen and repeat slowly.
What did you do yesterday, Sarah?
Yesterday, I organized my room. I moved things and cleaned my table. It looked a lot better.
Where did you go yesterday, Sarah?
I went to the park. I walked and listened to birds. The birds were loud and funny.
Who did you meet yesterday, Sarah?
I met my neighbor. We talked about our flowers and shared simple gardening ideas.
How did you feel yesterday, Sarah?
I felt calm because walking always helps me feel peaceful and happy inside.
These questions are great for daily English practice. They help you think in English about the past.
You can ask yourself these questions too. You can answer them in front of a mirror every evening.
Or record your voice and listen again later. You will notice your mistakes and improve slowly.
The most important part is daily practice. Even for 5 minutes, little practice becomes big progress.
Now let us remember 3 friendly phrases to finish a story about yesterday in a natural way.
The first phrase is, that was my day yesterday. It is short and friendly.
The second phrase is, so yesterday was a busy day, or yesterday was a nice day.
The third phrase is, that was most of my yesterday. It ends your story in a natural and simple way.
Now, here's a small speaking task for after this episode. Please think about your yesterday.
Say one thing you did, one place you went, and one feeling you had. Very simple.
For example, yesterday I studied. I went to the market, and I felt happy.
Try to use a past verb in each sentence. Use short sentences first. Later, make longer ones.
We really hope this episode helped you speak about yesterday and understand past verbs.
Thank you for learning with us today. We are always happy to practice with you on Talk Sara.
We will see you again soon in our next episode. Keep practicing English every day.
Goodbye, everyone, and take good care.